Does anyone know what this is?
Tennis racket.
It's a tennis racket. Correct. What do you use to play with?
Tennis.
Exactly. So according to my audience analysis that I had before I given the speech to you today, is 70% of you said that y'all played some kind of tennis, whether it was with a team, without a team, for a while to up to 4 years. Y'all said that y'all's skill levels were between not very good or to think you're a varsity material. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to play tennis properly. Now people think these days that tennis is all you have to do is go over and hit the ball back and forth. It's so easy. It's much more than that. There's things, if you want to play a decent tennis match with someone who knows how to play tennis already, you have to know the basics to where you can actually consistently hit with them and not just pat the ball, as they say. So one of the first main things is the grip. As you can see from this picture here, you see that there's 8 different kinds of grips. And right here, your knuckle right here, so the area around here, your hand, this is where you'll be gripping the racket according to where you want to hit your shots. So if you want to do a forehand, you have to have your hand kind of like in a V shape. And it's like you're shaking hands with the racket. And you're going to follow through like that. And as you can see, that's called the continental grip. So that's for your forehands, your backhands and stuff. So you got to make sure you go accordingly to what shot you're going to hit. Otherwise, you're just going to be patting the ball around like everyone else does and thinks these days. So once you get your grips right, let's see. But in these days, according to a study from statistics.com, it said that in 2012 in the U.S., about 11 to 12 million people play tennis, and just in the U.S. And that shows you that there's a lot of people out there. And it says that in high school there was about 200 to 350,000 people, and majority of that, 53% of it, was females. So it shows you not just all good. It's not all guys sport. I mean, there's a lot more females out there. You girls, woo, go girls.
Yeah.
I mean, 3% more than guys, 6. I mean, that shows you something. But and also in a study by the U.S. Medical Journal, the UK Medical Journal of Science for sports, it said that in 2007 that over 72 million people play tennis worldwide. So that's a good chunk of the population if you think about our world population today. All right, so now that once you get your grips around and done, you can move on to the serve. The serve basic is you need to use what we were looking at earlier, the continental grip. So if you look at me here, you have to grip it with a V and you put your hand right there at the bottom. And you start like this. If you imagine a tennis court, have you all seen the tennis courts? You imagine the pole over here to the right. Have your foot angled with that and your other foot ready for your serve. And then you have the ball, you follow through just like these steps right here. You start here, you go back, get the ball, throw it up, and serve. As you can see by these pictures with the motion. You get the racket down, you bring it up, you throw your ball, go on your toes, and follow through and finish through into the court. And that is the basic serve. It's not just, there is the basic serve, but just pit-pat. It's called the pancake serve for those tennis players who know how to play a little bit. It's just called a pancake serve. It's just the most basic serve anyone starts with. But if you want to play some decently with someone who's on even a freshman level tennis in high school, they know how to at least get a serve like this in instead of just patting unless they just started. But majority of kids who started in junior high and went to a freshman level, they should at least have that basic serve. And that will allow them, that can get you a basic serve of about maybe 50 to 70 miles per hour. And that in itself is fast, if you think about it. And then after you get your serve down, you have your forehands and your backhands. As I was saying earlier, you use the same grip, the continental grip, you grip your racket right here, and you're going to go like this and follow through. That's how you hit a forehand. It's not, everyone does this. This is a freshman pet peeve of my coach. You just, it's like you're pushing it and not even trying. That's not how you hit a forehand. You hit it like this. You start here and you follow through up, because what you're doing is you're getting your racket back, not like a golf, like this. You don't go down and up. That will cause you to hit it way onto the net and the fence and everything. You hit in the middle and you follow through like that. And usually those shots get you pretty deep in the court, and your opponent would have to stay in the back of the court. They won't be able to advance the net on you and get a good volley on you. And then the backhand, this can be either one hand or two hands. The backhand, it's the same thing. You have the same grip, but if you're going to do a two-hand, you have your left hand on the top of the grip. And what you're going to do is you're going to follow through just like that and follow through up. This shot right here, you have to make sure when you're doing your forehand and your backhand, you're going to have steps. You have to put your weight into it, because if you don't, most of the time it's just going to hit the net, because you need to make sure you have to have some extra force to help you get it across the net. But same thing with the backhand. You bend and you follow through like this. This will get you your consistency. If you do this all the time, you'll have the consistency of, I'd say, about a low-level JV player. I mean, we have some kids on our tennis team in Alvin who hit like this, and they can rally with other kids that are from other schools and high JV, and they're just doing this. So that's the backhand. And so today I showed you the basics of how to grip the racket correctly on the right shots, how to serve your ball, how to hit a forehand, and how to hit a backhand. So if you ever have a friend in tennis who you think, if you're trying to say to them, oh, I can easily beat you, you're nothing, I can always beat you, you might want to think that again. I'll show you some basics today, so maybe if y'all ever have a chance, maybe y'all will be able to try it out on your friends and be like, hey, look, I actually know how to play some proper tennis now. And maybe you can actually beat them. Thank you.